Hello folks, it's Lynn Marie Robinson, Royal LePage Signature and the Lynn Group. We are here at the Bethany Baptist Church with Pastor Jim Parker, and he is not only the pastor here, but he is the leader of the Bethany Baptist Church Food Bank. So we are doing a big food drive on Wednesday, November 29th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and you should be seeing lots of literature out there and lots of social media. So we'll get right to it. Thank you for joining us today, Jim.
Thank you.
Well, it's just a great honor to be with you and knowing what you do for the community. So we're excited to hear about your mission today and how the food bank evolved and what part you play in it.
Well, very good. Well, thanks to Lynn and your group and all the good people in this. We just have a great community, and we've supported the food bank. We started the food bank in 2013,
okay.
And then it was very small. We had about 35 clients,
okay.
And that was good because we didn't know what we were doing, and we kind of learned along the way. After a couple of years, one of the local food banks closed, and so then they directed their clients to us, and then we expanded to double, basically 70, 75 clients every week, and we stayed that way until 2020. There was a little pandemic.
Yeah, there sure was, and that's where we met in 2020. So tell us what happened in 2020 when that pandemic hit.
Basically, it was just, it was anybody that lived through it. It was a very difficult time for everybody, and then if you were at that lower end of the financial wherewithal, then that was particularly difficult for them, and so we saw an influx of clients, and basically it increased about 10% every week for the first few weeks. So we went from 70 to 150 after about I think around six months or so, and then it's just kept going up, and now we're serving about 295, 300 clients every week.
And how many people does that represent?
It represents about 1,000 people, just over 1,000 people that we serve. So we served, before the pandemic, we would estimate about 25 singles would come through, 25 households of 2.
Okay.
And then 25 households of 3 or more. And so what the biggest thing that we've found is that the families of 3 or more have just really skyrocketed. Now it's over 200 clients of 3 or more. Oh. And we've divided up now between families of 3, families of 4, families of 5. And then we have about 25 clients of families of 6 or more. And so then when you count all those people like when we see one client, and if they're a family of 6, then that's really serving 6 people. And so you put all that math together, and it's over 1,000 people.
That's amazing. That's an awful lot. Well, it's sad that it's increased so quickly, and that those many people need help. So, Pastor Jim, what inspired you to start the food bank?
Our answer is it's not that exciting. We were inspired because a food bank asked us, and we saw that there was a need in the community, and it was Calvary Church at Pape and Danforth, and they were doing everything in this area, and they said, could continue, but could you do half? And we would do, and they would do the other half, and so we looked into it and decided that we could do it. So it wasn't. It was something that we were open to, but we didn't pursue it.
Okay.
It came to us, and that's why.
You didn't wake up in the middle of the night with a big flash and thought to open a food bank. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about the folks that come to the food bank, some of the challenges they face, and some of the backgrounds they come from?
Yeah, it's interesting. We get, this is a very multicultural community.
Yes, it is.
And then we get a wide variety of people coming. And it's just a slice of life on a Thursday afternoon. We get kind of all kinds of cultures. A lot of people can't speak English too well. We've had some refugees, Ukrainian refugees in particular. And we have some people that have jobs, or seasonal jobs, or they have been laid off for now. We see them for a while and then we don't see them. The clients come from all kinds of different faiths or no faith, different orientations, different ethnicities. It's just
whoever needs food.
Whoever needs food, and we see it.
So Pastor Jim, are you able to share some experiences with us of things that have happened while you've been running your food bank?
And it's something that a lot of times I get to experience because the clients come and they tell me about it, and then I share it with our team. There was one I remember, this gentleman he had been through, and then he was waiting for me. He wanted to talk to me, and I was kind of doing different things, and I said I would be with him. And when someone wants to talk to me, especially when they've been through, I don't know exactly what they want to talk to me about, if they were wanting eggs or peanut butter or something like that, and they were wanting an exception, which we sometimes do. But he just wanted to say thank you because he said, I was able to come through last week and get food for my son, my 16-year-old son. And I said, oh, okay, that's great. And he said, if it wasn't for that, for the food that I got last week, I would not have been able to visit. My son would not have been able to visit me because he didn't have any food to give to his son. And that's when I kind of remember that, because it wasn't like we're giving out food, but there's a lot more context to the food.
You're not just giving out food, you're giving people a chance.
That's right.
A lifestyle, or help with the lifestyle.
And his son wouldn't have been allowed to come if he didn't have food.
Well, that's a moving story.
Yeah.
That kind of makes you want to cry a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's a very moving story. Thank you. So we're going to have the food drive coming up, and we're really excited about it. We're hoping it's going to be very successful for you and the food bank. And we just wanted to know where the shortages are, or what are your needs for the food drive. Can you let folks know what your strong needs are?
Yeah, so thank you for that question, and thank you for the food drive and everyone that could support it. We really do need the food, and we'll pass it on to good homes. We get a good amount of food from the Daily Bread Food Bank every week, and another organization called Second Harvest. But we are really lacking in the non-perishable items, and that's where if people can bring them in, that would be great. And so the biggest items would be rice, peanut butter, tuna, tomato sauce, pasta, cereal is big, and feminine hygiene items are also very valuable as well. And the other thing I say is, these are just regular people from our community.
Yep.
And if you are buying something for yourself, someone from our community will also appreciate it. So, I've listed those top items, but if you have something else that you want to give, we'll gratefully receive it.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you. Are there any other ways that people can contribute on an ongoing basis from a financial perspective or a volunteer perspective, or what are your needs from?
Finances are also very valuable, and so that way we can offset, and it gives us some more flexibility, not only for supplies that we need to keep the food bank going, but then we sometimes get special things like cheese or gift cards for the clients that they really appreciate, or things like adult diapers, feminine hygiene items, toothpaste, things like that. are valuable as well. And then the finances gives us the flexibility to bring that in.
That's wonderful. So Pastor Jim, people in the community who are suffering with food insecurity, how can they access the food bank?
So thanks, Lynn. That's a great question. So if anyone watching this thinks that they might need some help with the food bank, or they know other people that needs help with the food bank, then they've been most welcome to come. We are open on a Thursday afternoon from 1:15 until 3 o'clock. So we close kind of promptly at 3 o'clock. So if you want to come anytime in there, new registrations, you don't need to do anything. We'll explain everything the first time you come, and we register everybody that comes through. First time food bank users will also get food that day, so you don't have to worry about anything. We try to make it very accessible. And like I said, like a lot of times, like the food just helps the whole economy of the family. And so if they can get some food and help with that, then they can have a little bit extra to pay for all the other expenses in our life that we all have. So any challenges like that, we're always open.
Thank you very much, Pastor Jim. So is there anything you'd like to convey to the community about the food drive and beyond that you'd like to share with them?
I guess just the biggest thing is just thank you on behalf of our team. We really need the food and appreciate the food, and the clients really do as well. And I think we've tried to build positivity into people's food bank experience and make sure that we're very happy. We try to be clear with some of the boundaries, but also friendly and respectful. And so I think the clients, after a while when they come, they realize that we're part of a wider community that cares for each other. And that's, thank you for being part of it.
Well, we love East York. That's why we live here, and it is a great community, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank your team for the brilliant work that you do and the service in the community. It is much appreciated, and we really hope that people come up and help out with the food drive. So
sounds good. Well,
have a great day.
So
thank you.
You too.
Okay, bye now.